So let's continue to work on menu screen. Now first, we want to have a certain size of the menu. So what you do is for the J panel, which is currently holding two buttons, we can set the size of that. So panel, method name is set preferred size, and then which takes a dimension object, and then you can set the width and height. So 400 in width pixels, 200 in height in pixels. Dimension class is from java.awt package. So import it, it's there. Then if I run the program, now you can see we have 400 pixels, 200 pixels. That panel size is set there. So that's one thing we did it. And one comment is that as I have added a panel on the center only, so you may imagine that there should be some blank area north, south, west, and east. But the property is if there's nothing on the north or south or west or east, the center is expanded to fill the entire windows available. But as you add something on size, the center will be automatically reduced. That's the property of a content pane actually. So that's why we don't see any empty area there. So eventually we are going to listen to the button clicks. So let's do this way. Instead of having buttons like this, let's create a button one by one. J button, and then first one is a calculator simulator. So let's call it calc button. J button, calculator simulator. It's the one. And then J button is a piggy bank button. New J button, piggy bank simulator is there. Then we add a calc button and piggy bank button there. So let's see, we have two buttons there. And then instead of having two small buttons and a big unused area, another thing we could do is we can change the layout of the J panel. So J panel at this moment, so if I go to the screen menu, if I compare there, J panel is currently added on the center of the content pane. So in the entire window body, we have a one J panel. As I added one button at a time, they are placed side by side. That's the default behavior of a J panel. But we can change the default behavior, which is a layout, so such that we have just like a table. You can put that two rows and one column. So in each row we can put a button there. So that is by changing the layout of J panel. So here, after changing the size of that, or before that, you can do at any place. So panel, you can call set layout function call or method call, and then you provide a layout which is a table-like layout. That is called the grid layout object you provide, and then how many rows and how many columns. So grid layout. And the grid layout is from Java AWT, but if I click on yellow light bulb, grid layout does not show up. So the Visual Studio Code help tool is not working perfectly. So we need to import manually. Java AWT grid layout is the package and the class name there. then grid out is there. So if you change the J panel into 2x1 grid, then as I add one by one, then the first row is this button, second row is this button. So overall, what I get is two buttons, first row and second row. So we can have a big button as a menu. So in grid layout, as we see side by side, the behavior of a grid layout is 2 by 1. So entire area is divided as a table like 2 rows and 1 column. And then as you add, each component occupies the all available area of the cell. In this grid, we have 2 rows and 1 column, and then first entry is a calc button. It uses the component you add there resizes to fill the entire available area. And the second one, piggy bank button, also occupies the entire available area. So you have big buttons like that.